If there's one thing that's certain in Africa, it's an occasional pygmy uprising.
Sure. When you're as little as we are, there's no way to go but up.
These little guys mean big trouble for the district commissioner.
Get me George of the jungle. Quick.
Oh, George, here.
What took you so long?
Couldn't get express fine. Had to take local.
George, I'm having trouble with my pygmies.
George, fix.
What are you doing?
Rub commissioner's foot.
Not piggies. I'm having trouble with my pygmies.
Pretty bad bunion there.
Listen, George.
And the commissioner told George the strange story of the pygmy uprising. It all began in this tailor shop run by Tiny Tony Tuxedo, the tip-top tailor of Tanganyika. Little did anyone suspect that in his off hours, Tony was also the kingpin of African crime, Little Scissor.
Ah, that's me, Little Scissor. What's wrong with being little, huh? Napoleon was little. Julius Caesar was little. Genghis Khan was little. Orphan Annie was little. Now, you big guys have had it, see? Us little guys are going to take over now. Right, fellas?
Right, boss!
Misled by Tiny Tony Tuxedo, a gang of diminutive desperados had taken advantage of their small size to infiltrate neighboring villages and make off with all the available livestock.
Round 'em up, head 'em out, round 'em up, head 'em out, round 'em up, head 'em out, raw hen.
Becoming bolder, Tiny Tony's terrible tots invaded the city and intercepted 2 bank messengers. The guards reached for their pistols.
Stop or I'll shoot.
Bang, bang, bang. Click, click.
Heck, I'm out of ammunition.
What's more, the district jails wouldn't hold the malefactors who were caught, for they kept escaping by slipping through the bars.
Yeah, this is only the beginning, you guys. Stick with Tony and we'll rule all of Africa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Commissioner got problem, all right.
I'm glad you see that, George.
Yes, this little piggy got ingrown toenail.
George, give me back my foot and get going after Tiny Tony.
George, here. And oh boy,
That's obey.
whatever.
Does look a bit inflamed at that.
Riding his faithful elephant Shep and accompanied by his faithful ape, George approached the pygmy territory. Suddenly,
All right, reach, you guys. Who you? Me? I'm king of the pygmies, is who?
How did you ever get to be king of the pygmies?
'Cause I'm a big man, that's why. But you just a shrimp. Now, to you, I'm a shrimp. To them, I'm Wilt the Stilt. District commissioners say, bring you in. Now, we'll see what my boys have to say about that.
Careful, George. Those are blowguns. Each one is loaded with a poison dart.
well, that demonstration proved too much for faithful Shep. He fainted. Fortunately for the principles of truth and justice and George, he fainted right on the pygmy gang.
Well, maybe my gang has given up, but not me. I'm going to use strategy, see?
What strategy?
I'm going to run like a rabbit.
The little criminal took off like a shot, but he hadn't reckoned on George's fantastic knowledge of jungle trails.
Sure, cute.
That's shortcut, George.
Funny, that's what signs say, too.
But in his turn, George hadn't figured on Tiny Tony Tuxedo's shears.
Ah, they don't call me Little Scissor for nothing, you know.
Then the mean little thief planted himself at the foot of a banyan tree for a last-ditch defense. Without hesitation, mighty George seized a stout vine and launched himself straight at the little kingpin of crime.
And this is where my strategy comes in, see?
Whipping out his most deadly shears, Little Scissor aimed them straight at the oncoming George.
Uh-oh.
But Little Scissor hadn't taken one thing into account. George missed. And so shortly, Little Scissor found himself behind bars.
Commissioner put them in jail?
No. I had to find a place with much smaller bars.
You mean...
Yes, a playpen.
Oh, it's not so bad, you guys. I've only got 3 years to go. Yeah. Silly for little shrimp like that to hope to rule all Africa.
Oh, I don't know, George. Napoleon was little. Alexander the Great was little. Genghis Khan was little. Orphan Annie was very little. And then there was